Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm being heard. I I think I am being heard. I want to sound check for you guys. I'm actually going to go and sound check for myself here to make sure that it's going on. Let me listen. Let me listen. Make sure that it's there. We go. All right, so we're live and we're good. Welcome everybody, and those who are here now. Welcome. I know it's not that easy. The way that we do this has been a little sporadic. And so I want to apologize for those who are new members, those who are old members. And obviously, the only real condition is that we're doing it once a month. You guys are going to get that from me. And the cool thing about it is it works as a video. So it's almost like we're getting to have this private conversation. And you're still getting the value, even though you may not be here live answering questions. If you can, though, and there is a great day for everybody that you feel is like, you have a recommendation for, like, hey man, Monday nights, no one's doing anything Monday night, like we'll all be around, or Friday afternoon, or right after we get back from school, whatever you guys have as a thought process for this live stream where we get to talk and chat and ask each other questions and get information about what's upcoming in the months and how the channel's been and all that stuff. I think that's a pretty it's very welcome, let's put it that way. So we have a couple people here. Do say hello if you are in, and if you're not, obviously you'll be watching this a little bit later. Welcome to the members only live stream. Now, what I plan for this, what we are going to be doing for this stream and for this. Sorry, I just need to keep the chat, but I also need to turn the volume down. So what we're going to really do for this, guys, is to have a mind. What up, Chabu? How you doing? Have a conversation not only around I've been doing. Hey, Joseph, how you doing, baby? Good to see you, man. But also about where we're going as a community and what you can expect from the channel. So you're going to get an inside peek in my mind. You're going to be able to ask questions you might have wanted to. Cheeky Buns, thank you so much for being a member. Welcome to the club. I see the new raindrop, and I really appreciate the support. And I guess that's the best way to start this thing off. Before we get into me, before we get to talk about this month, which has been the craziest month of YouTube in my life, and I can't wait to share with you guys what that's looked like behind the scenes for me and answer any questions about that. I just want to say thank you. Being a member is a huge deal because what you do is you allow content to be content. You allow content to achieve its maximum potential because your subscription, your support is what allows somebody to take a day off to make a video better. It's what allows me to spend an extra hour or two thinking of an idea, knowing that maybe I'll miss the opportune window of uploading, but that video is going to last, impact so many more people, and drive them into this community. At the end of the day, what you're doing is you're saying, I'm supporting an idea and a community and a mission that's making gaming better. And not only that, I'm getting cool perks, blah, 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 but I'm making it possible because I'm sustaining it. I'm lifting it up with just a little bit of support, something that costs less than Taco Bell. So I appreciate that, guys. Even though it's a little, I really, really do appreciate it. So never feel like I'm not thinking about you guys and appreciating it. And as it continues to grow, the sky is the limit, right? I hope to one day, one of my things is like, invite some of my members, on a vacation, on a cool thing. Like one day we're in out a damn island. Let's think big, let's think big because I think that can happen. So thinking of big, let's talk about it. This month has been crazy with Apex Legends. So for those of you who are new this month or those of you who've been around, this has been the biggest month of YouTube for me ever. I had a month where I was growing at about 12, 13,000 subs in that month. And that was when I first started playing Smite. But Apex was truly the biggest thing that I've seen. It really came from me taking an absence, and I talked about this last time, and seeing the world on my channel a little bit differently. When I came back from Japan, I actually just had this feeling that my channel was at its lowest point it had ever been, as far as views in the kind of current era, which is being at high res, right? And I was almost not really counting on much of the income from it, which had drastically changed my life quite a bit. And to be honest, it hurt a little bit. It really forced me to start being a lot more frugal, as far as, I've been a guy who's got a girlfriend long distance and living by myself with the potential to have her come and visit me at any time. And I said, you know what? It just doesn't work financially for me to do that anymore. I have to get a roommate, and I went out on a limb and I did that. Um, but that ended up being one of the best things for me because I ended up saving so much money a month, and I actually ended up having more space. Honestly, my roommate's really not here very often, which has given me the time to have a little bit of my own privacy and still do those things, but take the pressure off of having to make so much money from YouTube to stay afloat. Another reason why memberships are really, really helpful in times like that. So what I said to myself was that, this is a new phase, right? And like you guys, maybe you find a parallel in your life where there's a moment where, whatever you're doing right now is not getting you anything that you want. Like you have bigger dreams, you have bigger hopes. Maybe you're in a relationship that's in a rut. Maybe you're in a job that's not like looking great. Maybe you're in school and it's just bland every single day and you're just not getting good grades. When I accepted that that was the case, I let go and I said, who cares? And I went on vacation for a month. And I went to LA. I got my family. I got back to my roots. I visited Japan. I traveled. I learned more about myself. I hung out with my cousin. And for anyone who hears this message, I think it was really important. I then came back with this like, I was like, the game has opened up. I don't have to just make Paladins videos. So fast forward to that, I did a lot of League of Legends stuff and Smite, and I was seeing doing different games was actually bringing more growth to my channel than I had had ever. What's up, Colin? Good to see you, bro. Look at that. 7 months, bro. You about to crack into the that diamond is exploding, bro. You breaking off the you're embracing the storm right there. I love that one, Colin. Almost everyone in here has a different badge. That's actually pretty funny. And by the way, for all my members, I'm getting a new badge. I'm working on emotes. I'm working on badges. This isn't confirmed, but all these emotes, all these new badges, you're probably going to be able to use them in chat at some point. And not only in like here, but in YouTube comments. And I think it's going to be really cool. It's just the perks are going to only get better. So I was talking to some of my YouTube partner managers about that. I think that looks to be on the way. But yeah, so opening up, I really found that doing other games is something I was excited about. And I started reacting. And then those reactions turned into me checking out other games like Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball FighterZ release stuff. I did a lot of reactions for the videos that were released at the Game Awards. And when Apex hit, it was just another reaction, but I felt that this was something that was right up my alley. And obviously, you guys know the rest. If you've been checking out the channel, we went from having views. One of my big goals over the course of this last year was to have a consistent view count on each of my videos that was over 10,000 views. I've been at 70,000 subscribers for about a year, hovering above and beyond. I'd actually lost subscribers in certain months. I mean, it was really stale. And my goal was just to get 10,000 views a video. And fast forward to Apex, obviously you guys are seeing that a lot of my videos are almost, 100,000 views or more. And we've got our not only first million view video, but our first three. Yeah, three of those early videos actually have just passed 1,000,000 views. The third one passed on Friday, which is really cool. And that's all because of you guys and all because of the support I had, the members that were supporting me while I took that time off, and the trust I had in you guys to follow me for who I was. And that if I left Paladins or Smite doing that mainly every day, that we could still do something. So I think we've proven that. I think we've proven that there's a lot of growth still for this channel, whether it's all Apex or not. I think it's a big conversation. You might want to get Apex, Colin. You might want to do it, buddy. You might. So at this point, there's a lot of things upcoming, and I think you can expect that Apex will be probably my main game for the foreseeable future. Because the big thing I got clear on, guys, is that we need to bring more people in this community. If we're going to do what we want in the world, if I'm going to do what I want in the world, to be able to impact lives positively, to share my message, to bring new people into a better space in gaming than just being super toxic all the time. You know what I mean? We just need to be able to reach a lot of people. We can't afford to have videos that get 2,000 views because it's just not impacting enough people, So we need to have games that have bigger reach, and then we can expand that consciousness to a lot of other things that I'm playing, So I expect Apex to be a lot. I am not worried about the content. What I do still is I do this as a part-time gig. Currently still working at Hi-Rez. The obviously the results of having such a successful couple of months have been pretty phenomenal for me personally. And it's opened up a lot more options for me in terms of like how I want to focus on my channel. And so I'm just going to continue to ride the wave, baby. Like, I just want to continue to ride the wave, continue to hang with you guys, continue to have fun. One of the tenets are doing good work. So trying to make videos that really are good, that I like, and not over rushing. Cause I did that last year where I did a lot of daily uploads, and it just, sure, the views went up, the algorithm helps, but it kills you. you know? So I didn't feel like part-time I was able to really put that in and still stay sane. Um, so that's kind of where Apex is at. Obviously, season one, not a lot of stuff is launched. I'm still kind of waiting for a lot of things to launch in that game. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really know. I'm still waiting for, new legends and new weapons. I already made the video on the game, but I think that they should step up a little bit of the pace. But I think overall people still enjoy it. I think it's going to have a lot of longevity. And that leads me to Paladins and Smite, games that I've covered forever. Are they coming back? Probably. That's a hard probably. Now, my intention with Paladins and Smite is to always cover them on my channel at some point in time. You guys know, if you're Paladins fans or if you're OG Smite fans, I stopped covering Smite for real probably 2.5 years ago. But still, I've played Smite over the course of those 2 years. You've gotten videos, albeit intermittently, but you've gotten videos. Same thing with Paladins, although I'm switched to that main game, and now Apex is probably more my main game. You're still going to get Paladins videos. So these things are still going to happen. I just don't know how I want to introduce them to the new Apex audience, and I don't know how I want to do, I don't know when the timing will be. New champions, new big updates. I think those things are still things I can cover if the timing works out. But I think, again, my focus is going to be more on, more on Apex for now, until something starts to adjust. Again, if a new brand new game comes out that's super dope, I might jump on that as well, and we'll see how the audience likes it. Uh, One of the things though you guys should know is that, thank you, Chow. I miss the Smite days too, man. Happy when I see them. Um, I'm happy when I get to do them, by the way. One of the things that has been interesting, if you look at my back end stats, what I found is that more of my subscribers actually were more interested in Apex and things like that. More subscribers and non-subscribers. It's part of why the growth has been pretty heavy. But it's also that, like, I feel like it's got a lot of elements of Paladins. It's got a lot of elements of Smite, and it's a battle royale, which is the most popular kind of gaming situation right now in the world. So it felt like it almost meshed my Smite fans, my Paladins fans, battle royale fans who had never really heard of me, and it kind of brought them all together for more interest out of every category, basically. Quadrant is really what I meant to say. So I feel like that's been really cool, and I just that was something that I was wanting to talk to you guys about as well. As far as a couple of these, Apex Legends is the best of both worlds. Yeah, it is. It's the best of most worlds. Joseph, absolutely for sure. So that's been kind of interesting. You guys may not know, but I'm a super stat buff. I love reading my analytics. I love reading my stats. So everything you guys see me doing, just remember there's a lot of thought behind it. If you don't see a lot of Paladins or you see something like that, sometimes trust me that I'm doing the thing that's going to be best for the channel and the community. And that it's going to work out for everyone better, like all of you and myself. I make mistakes. Sometimes I don't do the right things, but a lot of times we get a lot of good feedback from the YouTube system and analytics that say, do more of this. This is what's working. This doesn't work. Here's why. Here's how. And here's the length it should be. And here's what so just be, aware that there's a lot of that stuff that a lot of people look at. Oh man, this guy likes to stretch his videos and talk his points or whatever. It's not really true. But the thing is, it's a lot easier to trend if your video is getting a lot of watch time. And the best way to get a lot of watch time is to make videos that are worthwhile, that are a little bit longer. It's just literally how the system works. It doesn't mean there's no good content. I try to make all my videos have good content. But if you have a 3-minute video, that's going to get 3 minutes of watch time per person. And if they watch it 100%, but if you have a 15-minute video, they watch it 100%, that's 15 minutes. That's 5 times more. So they're going to recommend this video because this keeps them on YouTube 5 times more than this one. Even if they watch 50% of this video, that's still 8 minutes or 750. That's still 2.5 times more than this one. So think about it like that. You have to play the YouTube game to succeed. And this leads to the life point that I want to bring up in this Q&A. I want to take questions. So whenever you have them, just throw them out in the channel, answer them, and I'll keep going on this conversation. Because I do want to tell you guys what I plan for this next month, talking about what I plan to cover when, what my schedule looks like. Obviously, I was in Vegas. I did an event. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that, and et cetera, et cetera. So there are things in life that a lot of people really get upset about the way that they work. I'm going to get real with you guys for a second. As a colored, black man, at least as the world perceives me, you have to understand that you are living in, especially in the United States, in a place that there could be some people who prejudge you for the color of your skin. Maybe some opportunities that people aren't looking for you. There may be some things that you can. Now, in your life, whatever you want it to be, maybe you're short and you're trying to go to a bar and all the tall guys are getting the attention, or vice versa. Maybe you're a girl and you've been trying to get your gym grind on, but right now you don't feel too confident about yourself, blah blah blah. And people are prejudging you for that. To to be aware of this and to understand that this is happening and that's okay is what is the key to life and you actually succeeding. Because a lot of people look at that and they say, "You know what? This is wrong. I'm going to fight it." And you could spend all your energy fighting it. And I've fought it before, and my advice is that you could try that path and see how it works for you. I've also tried a path where I've just accepted that this is what's going on, at least saying what's going on. And I've accepted that, you know what, I have to behave a certain way. If I go into a room and say, "Yo, what up, y'all?" They're going to immediately judge me as maybe not being as intelligent, maybe not being able to contribute as much. Maybe they won't ask for my advice, or maybe they'll immediately make an assessment of me. If I go into the room and say, "Hello, nice to meet you very much. Very glad to be here." And I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I saw you guys outside, and the stage setup was phenomenal. It reminds me of something that I did back in my college days over in I was in Calabasas at a private school, and honestly, just opened my eyes to the potential that this organization has. So, if there's any way I can contribute, let me know. I'd love to be a part of it. Those two things could be the difference between you getting a job. Now, I bring it all back to say that everything in the world it's a system. There are these little things that you could really get mad at, or you could just play it for your own benefit. Now, my goal, guys, is to play the YouTube system, not play, but to use that system to create the reach that we want on this channel. So it may mean playing less Paladins, it may mean playing less Smite because the system will not support it. You know, like think about Fortnite. If you play Fortnite and make videos, you're going to get really big. It doesn't mean you're a better content creator, you have a better message, but you're going to get big. So you could either hate that and then just make, only Smite videos and stay there, or you can accept that and try to move into a higher level of space, because once you get to the top, you can then impact that system and you can start to make changes so that everyone who comes behind you doesn't have to go through that. So these are really important things, and it was kind of the thing I wanted to talk about, because it's very important to know that there's a lot of choices in life where you're going to have to say, fight the power, kind of fight the system. Do I go for this? Or do I try to make my own path? And it just realized that it's a little bit of a game, and it can suck sometimes, and it can suck when you really are passionate about a community or something, but the system's putting you this way. But I'd much rather succeed with the system and then change things later, become the creator of like what trends, because I'm big enough to where I can do a video about this. And then everyone's like, "Oh, he made a video about this. Let's make videos about this and get it trending," versus trying to do this, kind of hitting my head on a brick. Okay. So that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully you guys who are listening. So this month, what I would expect to see is, yes, a lot more Apex. I'm going to start doing some more gameplay commentary, I feel like, and trying to find a good way to do some gameplay commentary that's interesting, but still focusing on a lot of guides and high level content that can be trendable, that a lot of people can watch, that could be very successful, bring new eyes to the channel. I've been experimenting with my next game that I might bridge to. Mortal Kombat 11 jumps out in April. I've been really excited about that, but I just don't know if the channel will succeed with real fighting game anything, and I don't know if I want to put the time into it. You guys let me know what you think. I just don't know. I don't know about it. I was really excited about it, but I'm feeling like it might be a bit of a too much of a grind for for what will come of it. And then I've been really excited about Sekiro. But I haven't played it, and it's also just a grind that takes me away from a couple of things. But so, because I've been so busy, it's been very, very hard to play these other games and kind of keep my eye on the things. But one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about that I might start doing if I have the time is kind of expanding the reactions still. Like one of the things I really like doing that I got a lot of great feedback on was reactions. So, And what it started to bring new eyes to the channel from League of Legends. It started to bring new eyes to the channel from a lot of different things. It was just really fun to do. Um, and there's a lot of really big movies. There's a lot of really big TV shows, trailers, things that get oh yes, Colin. Yes, I need to talk about that as well. Trailers and things like that that got me thinking that, man, if I reacted to this early enough, this could probably be a really big video and it could be really fun. And it could be a new little thing that keeps the channel fresh for people and also makes them see that this is bigger than just this game or this game or this game. It's about the personality, the content, the fun, enjoying the internet, enjoying what that has to offer. So stay tuned for that. Still thinking. If I was awake at 4 a.m. or 7 a.m. and at home when the in-game trailer for the Avengers launched, I would have made a reaction for it. I missed a lot of I missed a lot of good trailers while I was traveling. Stranger Things 3, all the Game of Thrones trailers, the Avengers Endgame trailer. I missed all that stuff. Borderlands 3, hype. I was at work. I would have loved to react to that trailer. So expect that. Check those. Those will come out. And always, guys, members, here's what I would love is there to be like a group for my members. So like members could be chatting, like a Discord for members. You know what I'm saying? So you guys could ping me, yo, Rain Day, you got to react to this, blah, blah, blah. And then I could see it. The other thing that I'm interested in doing as a part of the members is creating a Discord specifically for members. And if anyone has any thoughts or recommendations on that, feel free. The reason I haven't done it is because I'm hesitant. I'm not great at Discord, and I want someone who I trust that I know to be able to help run it for me. So that's really what I'm looking or I just need to put the time in to figure it out, and I haven't done that yet. So that's something that I'm considering to add. So that'll go right into your membership. That'll be an extra perk that you get. So increased value, same cost. So that's pretty cool. And Chow, maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe DM me or something. Maybe that'll help. So Borderlands 3. Now, this is the first game that of the games I talked about that I feel like legitimately might succeed on my channel for two reasons. I'm going to be interested in it, and I'm definitely going to play it, especially since they're going to announce a bigger trailer and things like that. So April 3rd, I'll be paying attention. I might do a reaction video. I might throw that out to the channel, see what we get. Borderlands 3 has that cartoony vibe that meshes with Paladins, fantasy, Smite kind of mythology lore, and is fun and wacky, like the games I've already enjoyed. Gigantic did decently on my channel. I think those types of games do really well for me and my personality. I think Spellbreak also would have done pretty decent on my channel, but I just, as hype as I was, I didn't want to cover it as much. But Borderlands 3 seems hype. Not only that, it's just the fact that it's a brand new game and it's going to have a ton of things to cover. Now, having another game that's at a very high level on YouTube, kind of that tier 1 YouTube game, whereas his Paladins and Smite would be like considered tier 3, I'd probably say like Destiny would be like tier 2, right? That kind of a thing. And I'd say like Fortnite, Apex, blah, 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 tier 1. I'd say probably Fortnite's in a tier of its own. Apex and Call of Duty and Battlefield and like that's kind of in that second, tier. And then I'd say it's like a 1.5 tier, that one tier. And then you'd probably have, Paladins and Smite a little bit, towards the end. Thanks a lot, Joseph. Hope to see you soon, man. And I appreciate you showing some love. Sekiro, I'll be really excited to play it, and I'll make sure next time to talk about it. And remember, next members live stream is going to be next month. I don't know if I'll wait all the way to the end of the month. It might be even earlier. So stay tuned for that, man. We'll see you soon, buddy. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for stopping by. So yeah, I wish Gigantic was still around calling too. I really do. So again, Borderlands 3 is something I'll be checking out. So stay tuned for that, guys. That is going to be very, very exciting for me. Okay, so the other thing that I really want to share with you guys is just, again, Q&A. If you guys have any questions, I'd love to answer them, whether it's on the content I'm doing, content you want, how's my personal life, blah, blah, blah. Feel free to, happy to, kind of answer that. And then I just want to talk to you guys about what I have planned for my next little bit in life and future and things like that. Obviously, with this boom, it can be really easy to over assume things. So my plan right now is to keep doing what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm working at High Res. The Pro League just started. I'm getting more experience. I did a gig in Vegas with Playtime with Kitty Plays. That was with the Esports Arena Las Vegas. which is a really cool gig and helped to kind of expand my repertoire of things I could do. I got some really good reel footage from that. It was a really good experience. And there's a possibility I'll do that again. So what the next few months might hold is me doing some more solo gigs while also still doing the Pro League and Paladins and still kind of maining Apex while putting in some Smite, Paladins, new releases, things, and checking out Borderlands 3, maybe Sekiro, maybe Mortal Kombat 11 in this upcoming month, maybe some reactions for some things that are pretty big. There is no plan right now to do full-time YouTube at all. We will see if that shows up. One thing I got to say that's super, super exciting for me is that, y'all, if I ever go full-time YouTube, which I think at one point in my life I will for sure, it's going to be on the popping, guys. Like, this is me. Everything you're getting is Rain Day coming home from 8 hours of work and lights and doing this in the 3 hours that he's got left, or 6 hours until 1 a.m., waking up tired, coming back, doing an 8-hour day, and coming back home and doing it again. All you guys are getting you're so not getting the max of what I could do from creativity, from planning, from the abundance of content. I just cannot wait to show everybody how much dopeness is going to exist on this channel from now until the future's end. It's gonna be so sick, and I'm just so glad that we're having a great time right now and things are going well, because this isn't even close to even 50%. And that's a really exciting feeling for me. One of the things that I've noticed though is that I don't enjoy YouTube as much unless I'm also supporting my family and doing things that I love, and that's what it's about. I've had some tremendous things this month, being able to kind of handle some personal goals I've had for years, guys. I mean, I've been trying to, um, you know, basically figure out some of this situation with debt for years. I took a lot of risk getting here, from my my computer to flying out on my own dime to do the very first PPL or Paladins founders tournament in Young Shopping, Sweden, 2.5, 3 years ago. To moving out of my parents' house for the first time, cross country, and risking a lot of things, and outside of college, obviously, but it's been able to get paid off, and kind of what I thought would take many years to kind of settle has happened much faster than I thought. And so the thing that really this month has showed me is that your timeline for your life and for my life doesn't have to be this crazy long thing. You can go for your dreams and you can make them happen starting right now. And I would love to give you guys that inspiration to go and do it. And one of my dreams is to be traveling and doing YouTube as well as doing YouTube gaming. So giving you guys glimpses of the world, giving you guys, like my trip to Japan. I have so much footage and I've wanted to make a vlog for it, but my timing here, because I'm working full time, hasn't worked out. But my goal is I want to stream in the morning in Hawaii, go out on the beach, enjoy my life, and then the next week, maybe be in Italy, have some videos coming out. I feel like showing that lifestyle for you guys and showing what's possible is a really just cool thing for me. And I think it would be a cool thing to inspire everybody else. So that's what I have planned. I think in the future, some iteration of that will be really cool. I do want to go to Kyoto again in Japan in the summer to visit my cousin who's going to be over that way. I want to go to Italy this year as well. And I also want to go back home every couple of months, because last time I spent about 6 months away from my family without going back in, and it just drove everything into a mess. So these are kind of my goals heading into this next year. Jabu, headed out to a birthday dinner. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not, happy birthday to whoever's dinner you're going to. Message me about the Discord thing. Let's see if we can make it work. If not, no big deal, but that's something you all can expect and check out. And we're getting close, guys. So again, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to basically be wrapping it up here pretty soon. I will wait a little bit and see if you guys do have them. I'm going to probably chill for the rest of the day. I took today off, which is very unusual. I usually always make a video every day, especially on the weekends. So I kind of work 7 days all the time. But today I like to take it off, and I'm actually going to go see Us by Jordan Peele. I'm going to check that movie out. Kind of want to see a good movie tonight. I've been watching Temptation Island, guys. If you guys have not seen that show, it's so dang funny. It is crazy. You guys have to watch it. It is actually so fun. And it's just like The Bachelor, but on crack. You know what I'm saying? It is The Bachelor, but on crack. Four different couples go into this island and they each split off. Four guys who are in the relationships go live in a house full of 12 single girls. And the four girls in the relationship with those guys, they go live in a house with 12 single guys. They all date for a month and can't see each other. They get sent video clips of what each other are doing, progressively worse, getting in bed, kissing, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the show, they get to see each other again and decide whether they continue their relationship or they leave with someone else that they met on the island or they just leave by themselves. It's super crazy. You guys have to go watch it. It's on USA. I'm telling everyone about it. Nick and Mackenzie, Pretty Hair, and his girlfriend, they spent 10 hours watching all day, 10 episodes today, and they're about to finish the last two. I got these people hooked. It is a lot of fun. You guys got to check it out. Colin asks, any opinions on the PPL, favorite teams or teams you're most excited to see play? My man. Oh my God. I literally just got a got a text that said pig butts behind us. I was like, what the hell? The PBL is super fun, man. One of the things we did is we actually went over to the MV house on Friday after they won and after they were celebrating Rubu's 21st birthday. And we did some 1v1s. We had a great time. We chatted. I got to know the guys even at a deeper level. And I'd spent time with them. But the fact that they're here, they're all committed. And it's such a cool thing that they're going through these issues too that I've gone through, leaving family, leaving relationships. It's a struggle. It's not easy to chase your dreams and give up on things that you know are good right now in order to invest in your future for these things to be better in some period of time. One of the hardest things is to leave someone that you love and say, I'm doing this for us, go do it, and then come back and really have the experience of that flourish. It's something that I knew was difficult. It's been nearly 3 years since I left my relationship. We've been doing long distance. So seeing that aspect of the PPL, the real life of it, I think is really what's been the most exciting thing for me. I think MV are looking amazing. I'm really excited to see the development of Pittsburgh Knights and Renegades. Honestly, getting to hang out with Invocal, getting to hang out with Shadow a little bit, seeing the way that they gain this respect from the players, not only on world championship caliber teams like Envy and Navi, but just amongst themselves. I'd be surprised if Shadow's not on that team anymore, man. It felt like they were all brothers, and it felt like they were all truly getting the respect that sometimes can be hard in online gaming because you're not with each other. You're seeing that screen name, and you're seeing what they do with that character, and that's it. And when you see the person, it makes a difference. So it was pretty cool. Maybe we'll do a stream at the NV, team house one of these days, guys. I'll be able to show you any of that. But that's really who I'm excited to see the most right now, Colin. And yeah, everybody needs a break. Yeah. I think VP losing in my opinion, was really about not having things together fast enough. That really was to me the case. It felt like um, they were just a step too late. And I hope that changes. Obviously, we saw a lot of the Zen stuff not work out. I thought the guillotine decision was the wrong decision, but I think at the end of the day, it's also about how you play it. Any decision can be the right decision if you play it the right way. So it's unfortunate that VP weren't able to get it together. And I think Pittsburgh Knights had a X on their calendar for that day, or a circle on their calendar for that day. It was personal for Cuss. Doe and Vex. These are guys who he was with. Doe is a guy who's been his ride or die forever. And them being separated, kind of building their own roster. It's rough, man. It's rough, but I think it's going to make both of these teams stronger. And overall, I think it's going to make for a better PPL. If they would have won, it would have been exactly what we expected. Right now, now who knows? Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much from everybody who showed up in this one. We have Chow Boo, Joseph, Cheeky Buns, Lee Sang, and then we have Colin, of course. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the channel. I hope that these are helpful. I hope that these are cool to get that layer with me and to spend some time. And I'm an open book. I am also a notepad. So if you guys ever want to write some notes to me in comments on the channel, I see them because I see your badges. I know who you are. I pay special attention to what you say. I do a lot of community posts. You can always respond there. I think it'll get kicked up to the top because of your badges and things like that. So feel free to always chat with me and say some of those things. This is important to me. I think members and memberships, in my opinion, are going to be super important to this channel and a foundation for the channel that I ultimately want to continue building. And you guys are at the ground floor. Matthew Bordenaro. Do you know who that is? I do, because he was my eighth subscriber ever. And he still pops in my streams. That man's a VIP. Wherever he shows up, I know who he is. He gets special treatment in anything that I do. If I saw him in real life, I buy him a drink. The little things, the early support, it matters. And you don't realize how important for creators who start things to have that early kind of notification squad, so to speak, kind of helping to build that, laying that foundation. So that's you guys. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for showing up. I look forward to seeing you this week. Tomorrow's a new month. Go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. Chase your dreams. It doesn't have to take 10 months, guys. It might just be 1 month and you can get it done. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, like I said. Any way that you know to connect with me, let's do it there. And for all of my members who could not be here, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed this VOD. Please leave comments on it. That way I can read them. No one else anyone else who doesn't have the link will not be able to. Feel free to share the link with anyone that you guys want. But obviously it's unlisted. So only you guys who have the link will be able to see this and comment. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And as always, never give up, never stop gaming. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good Sunday.